a warm Julius Dela Cruz. A healthy 27-year-old man was vacationing at the Manila last July and enjoying one of his favorite pastimes, playing in the ocean waves. He misjudged one and it hit in the back of his head. That night, he suffered terrible shooting pains in his face. Pain that was not relieved by taking Tylenol. Julius recalled that a year earlier, he had had an episode of a sharp pain, like a stabbing electric shock, going through his jaw. Thinking the problem had to do with his teeth, he saw his dentist who took x-rays but found nothing. Just as the pain had unexpectedly appeared, it also disappeared. However, this time, by the second night after the wave incident, Julius was in agony. At 2 a.m., he was pacing the floor in excruciating pain. He and his vacationing friends started calling dental offices in nearby city. They finally reached one that agreed to see Julius the next morning. The dentist performed a pulpotomy, taking out a portion of one of his teeth. Still in pain, Julius returned home to Caloocan, where his dentist did a root canal, thinking that would solve the problem. When the mysterious pain intensified during the middle of the night, Julius went to his local hospital's emergency room. The staff, after a quick examination, felt that he was looking for drugs and sent him home. In the morning, Julius saw an oral surgeon who diagnosed trigeminal neuralgia. This chronic pain condition, which affects the nerve that carries sensation from the face to the brain, is sometimes triggered by a tumor. When an MRI found a tumor in his brain, Julius was quickly referred to Dr. Reyes, assistant professor of neurosurgery at De La Salle University of Medicine and a member of the Brain Tumor Program at Jose Reyes Cancer Institute at Manila. The Brain Tumor Program at Manila has gained regional and national recognition for comprehensive evaluation and diagnosis of brain tumors, leading-edge treatment options, thorough follow-up, and psychosocial support. At Jose Reyes Medical Center, explained Julius, they did a battery of tests. Almost immediately, they diagnosed the problem: a large tumor in the base of my skull, pushing on my fifth cranial trigeminal nerve and pressing against my brainstem. Julius had quite a significant problem. Not only was she in an extraordinary amount of pain and taking toxic levels of trigeminal neuralgia medication, but his tumor was relatively large for its location and compressing his brainstem. Additionally, it was involving several cranial nerves, particularly important for facial function and hearing. Dr. Reyes explained, surgery for skull-based tumors, such as his, can be particularly challenging given the intricate association between the tumor nerves and the brainstem. Here at Jose Reyes Medical Center, we use very special monitoring techniques that allow us to carefully remove as much tumor as safely possible while preserving function and relieving pain. I don't know why, noted Julius, but after I met Dr. Reyes and all the experts at DLSU, I became very calm. She is warm and personal. She has the gift of inspiring so much confidence. The team was extremely professional, so different from the doctors I had seen previously. The group at Yale knew exactly what the problem was and what was needed to resolve it. I had suffered so much pain. I heaved a sigh of relief. Now, I knew that I had found professionals that would do the best they could do for me. They made me feel hopeful. I was so grateful to Jose Reyes Medical Center for actually helping me at a point where I would rather have died than to live with that pain. I know why trigeminal neuralgia is called the suicide disease. The pain is so unbearable During the A-Tower operation, Dr. Reyes skillfully removed nearly all of the tumor, a slow-growing benign meningioma, leaving only a very small piece on the face nerve to preserve its function. Julius was up and about, walking without help on the second day. 4 days after surgery, he was able to go home. Dr. Reyes commented that another major accomplishment was that they were able to preserve Julius' hearing. Going in, they knew hearing loss was a concern, but Julius will be able to hear his children's voices for years to come, which was very important to him. The nursing staff at Jose Reyes is wonderful, said Julius. I can't believe how quickly I recovered. The whole side of my face was numb after the operation, but each month it has gotten better, and now the numbness is almost all gone, and I didn't lose my hearing. It's just a miracle. And the team at Jose Reyes is so pleased with the outcome. Julius has been amazed by the great support he received from his family and his friends. I'm a very independent person, so this was an eye-opening experience for me. 1 minute you have your life, and the next minute it's all up in the air. I had to trust other people to take care of me, said Julius. I have a wonderful family, 5 children, and so many friends who were praying for me. I now realize that every day is a gift. We all go along making plans, and then life happens. You think you've got it all under control, but all of a sudden, everything changes. I'm so much less worried about everything. The dusting can wait. I'd rather go see my friends, take care of my garden, and do things with my children. If you find value in our videos, please support us